A lot of people misunderstand Angie from Elementor. They think it's like every other AI agent plugged into their website. Believe me, it's a whole lot more than that. It has been evolving and they've just released a new feature, Super Admin Mode. Now, you can use Angie with your Elementor.com account. You don't have to connect to any third-party system like Codex or Claude. And once you've got it in, away you go. Now, I do want to clarify that if you are going to use Angie or any AI agent on your WordPress website, I recommend you don't do it on your live production website, especially your clients. What I would say you do is go and create a staging website and then use it to implement a bit of coding or something really funky like a brand new Elementor widget. So let me now get on to the new feature, Super Admin Mode. It is not just like every other AI chatbot. Now, whereas a lot of AI agents are going to tell you how to write a bit of code, or maybe solve a problem for you, or tell you what the weather is, or how healthy Pepsi Max is for you, Angie interacts with your website, and Super Admin Mode goes a whole lot deeper. I'm talking about it interacting and affecting where you have a bit of control over your file system, your databases, your PHP layers, your logs, your site configuration. And that really changes everything because we're moving away from AI telling you, here's a little bit of advice, to here's the problem, and we're now going to fix it. Normally, when you're working with an AI engine and you're asking it to do something for your website, it doesn't actually know what plugins you're using, what theme you're using, what other codes you've got present. You can tell it, but it's kind of guessing a little bit. And that is where the solution might be a bit of a hallucination. It's like asking someone to fix your car, but they've never seen your car or got access to it. So the new Super Admin Mode that you're getting in Angie basically gives Angie elevated access to your website to see everything behind the scenes under the hood. So firstly, let's go and enable it. Go over to Angie, go over to settings. And where it says Super Admin Mode, I want you to make that active. Remember though, do this on a staging website or a test dummy website. What if you inherit a website, you've been asked to work on something and you can see the plugins, but you can also see a child theme and you start to get a bit nervous about what other codes or stuff are there in the background that you're going to discover later on, or when it's too late, or when you then get a white screen of death appear on the page. What I could now do in that situation is go and open up Angie and make sure you've signed in with your Elementor.com account. So I'm going to ask Angie to just find out if there's any plugins on my website that could pose a problem, or it already is conflicting, but I don't know about it. I'm going to go down here, and the first thing I'm going to do is select Super Admin. It does remind you, backup, staging website, be careful on a live website. Let's go and enter Super Admin Mode. So I've gone and asked it my question. Remember, I am in Super Admin Mode, and I'm now going to return that. Sometimes Angie or Super Admin Mode is going to throw back a notification, and it might be asking for permission or just letting you know how it's progressing. I'm going to approve that. That's basically telling me that I've got two versions of code snippets on here. Code snippets, the free version, and the pro version. I don't need both, so I could now just deactivate and probably get rid of that. But it's also telling me my Elementor Pro is not completely in sync. So it hasn't found anything that's conflicting, but what it has found is a few plugins need to be updated, or one needs to be updated, and I've got one that is slightly redundant. I went and asked it to go and do both those actions, so it's going to remove code snippets because I have got the premium version, which is really, really good. And in terms of Elementor Pro, even though it said they were out of sync because of the number versions, they actually aren't out of sync. So just watch out for some red herrings that could pop up, but there's no harm done. I've now asked it to show me all of my WooCommerce products where I don't have a meta title or a meta description, and what it thinks they should be if we were going to enable it. So first off, it's told me I haven't actually got an SEO plugin installed. And this is intentional on this test website because I wanted to know, would it actually detect it? And it has done so. So that's really good. But it's also identified the products where I have, and don't worry about these products, they're fake products, okay? But they haven't got meta titles or descriptions. And it's now gone and suggested them. Now, when I did my prompt, I didn't actually say apply it. So if you're ever worried that it's going to go and apply stuff without you approving it, you don't really need to worry about that. But if I had changed my prompt, or I could even add one now and say apply it, or add that in, obviously it does lower down, tell you do want to go and add in an SEO plugin. And it's currently recommending Rank Math, but you could go and say install something else. So I'm going to tell it to use the Slim SEO plugin, install Activate, and then go and apply those meta title and meta descriptions. I just want you to kind of understand that I'm just having a think, like, oh, I didn't really pre-plan exactly what I was going to do. These ideas are just coming in my head. And it is now doing the hard work, the graft for me. Now, don't get me wrong. This ain't that difficult. You could manually do it as well. But if the super admin mode or AI agents like Angie can do this for me, doesn't it make your life a little bit easier? Because while it's doing that, I could be looking at something else on my screen or working on... By the way, though, I could be doing something else on my website. I could be dropping images in. It doesn't stop me. That is something I still kind of go, how does it do that? Like it's doing this background stuff. But I could still be importing images. I could be working on a page or a post. And don't forget, you will obviously get notifications if it just needs your approval. So you are playing safe here. And at any point it says it's going to do something, but you're not entirely sure or happy about that, you could just stop the process. And by the way, you might want to use this to update prices. Maybe you want to double check or refine the categories. You know, maybe you've got categories and now all of a sudden you've gone, right, every product that sits in this category or contains certain words in their description, now move them to a different category. Of course, you've got to be quite specific about that. But this should get your mind buzzing with things you could do. So it's now told me it's done all of that. I'm going to refresh my screen and I can see here inside of the settings, I've got Slim SEO. Now, if I go over to my products for WooCommerce, I can see here my meta title and my meta description. And I can definitely see they're in there. Now, if you don't like them or the suggestions it was doing, like you don't like the pipe symbols, you could have prompted it and says, don't use pipe symbols. This is just a tip of the iceberg. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing some future videos where I put it more through its paces. But what if I want to test out my SMTP? So I've asked a question and let me know how we could fix it if there were any problems. Again, these are things that you don't want to discover later on when you've handed over a website. You did all your connections, all of that. You got a robust email and their email is set up on their host provider as well. And then your client comes back and goes, I've just found out and I've tested it, but I'm not receiving any emails or form submissions, or my customers aren't getting emails. That is a real egg on your face moment. These are things you could start building in. In fact, you could probably get Angie to create your checklist for you. I love the way it's saying, do you want me to send a test email? Yeah, do it. I mean, while it's doing that, I don't think everyone's going to use Super Admin Mode in exactly the same way. For freelancers, it's going to help them to reduce troubleshooting time. For agencies that are trying to manage loads of websites, maybe they find the problem and the way to fix it on one website isn't exactly the same on another. They could now start using Angie to just speed it up and fix it for them. For developers, this is like a second pair of eyes, especially if you're developing like a special bit of code or you're doing something funky out the box and you are a little bit nervous because it works, but is it really working? Or has it opened up a vulnerability or an issue that's going to come back to haunt you later on? Now, at no point do I see anything like this replacing developers and designers. This is just like having another member of your team. I'm working on my own in the office at the moment, but now I've got someone doing the check for me. So I can see here that out of the 4, 3 of them it can do safely, but one of them it is going to need my API key or credentials, and that's usually like your login and your password and your port key or whatever that you would get from your host provider or wherever you're doing your email. So you go and provide that, and then it will implement it. For me, the really interesting thing is that this isn't just writing code. We've seen in the past, and I'm sure you've seen videos and demos where Angie writes code. So create a widget for me. But now the super admin mode is going to understand the background environment of your website. And it's going to start to identify issues or a specific problem that you've told it to look for, and it will fix it there and then, or it will fix it later on, depending on how you did your prompt. I've always felt that whenever you have an AI assistant that just provides answers, sometimes it can send you down a blind, dark alley. But if you now have something that kind of identifies all the issues, you might not go down that alleyway because you now understand that it's not safe and there's a monster lurking at the end. There's a whole lot more to come from Angie, but the super admin mode is a really, really good start, and I can't wait to test it out a lot more, and you'll see more videos from me coming on that. I'm Imran Web Squadron. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Take care. See you soon. Bye.